We're doing something a little different today, you guys. What's up, guys? It's John here with another day off video. Hope you guys are enjoying your day off as much as I am. So I post my videos on a lot of social media pages to try to boost views, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, things like that. And through that, an opportunity has come to go check out a local business out in Amish country. And I'm happy to say we're on our way there now. Through some local Facebook groups in my area that people were watching my videos at, I was invited to Swiss Valley Furniture, a local Amish crafted furniture store, and they're going to show us, you and I and you, me and you, whatever, where they're going to take us on a little tour of not only the showroom, they're also going to take us behind the scenes, show us the wood shop, show us how they make some of their awesome Amish handcrafted furniture. And I thought this would be a great time to go out and do it. It is a Saturday. By the time you're seeing this video, it is a Saturday. The weekend is here. It is warm. We've been getting a lot of rain lately, so finally a little bit of sun with projected rain in the forecast. So I'm trying to get out here and get it going as quickly as possible so we can see the outside, the inside. And well, I figure you guys, you like the Amish country videos. Those do get a lot of attention on my channel, so I'm going to try to get more of those going now that we're in the summertime. Let's hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Before we get any further into this, this is not a paid promotion. This is not a paid thing. They saw it on social media. They contacted me, invited me out, and I'm just doing this because I want to showcase good, cool, locally owned businesses. If you're not familiar with Ohio's Amish country, 39 runs all the way from Sugar Creek, Little Switzerland of Ohio, all the way out to Walnut Creek. You've got Berlin, you've got Mount Hope, Mount Eaton, all that good stuff. There's just so much to see, and if you're here, there's probably a good reason. You're here to try the food, you're here to explore Amish culture, and I'm sure you're even looking for awesome furniture you can take back to your homes. So yeah, I think it's awesome that they've invited me out to come check it out. TV stands, clearance room, made local. Yeah, they've got signs. I'm going to go check out the sign on the hill. I hope that's all right with them. All right, you guys, I think it's time to head in and meet up with the folks here. Check it all out. Hello.
Good morning. I'm Lindsay.
I'm John. Nice to meet you. How's your day going?
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just getting started, so.
Yeah, it's pretty calm before the storm.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for coming to Swiss Valley Furniture.
Yeah.
I invited you here to just kind of show like what we are about and what sets us apart from the different furniture stores here in the area. We offer only local Amish handcrafted furniture. So a lot of places import and get things from overseas and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We are all local. The only thing that we do that is not local is our upholstery line, which is from Wisconsin. It's still Amish built, and all the frames are solid brown maple, so everything's really good quality. But it's hard to find somebody in Ohio who makes it who's not already working with someone else. So
Yeah.
that is a very new thing that we carry, is our upholstery. So we will show you that. This is our basic showroom. Like when you walk in, we do have a 24,000 square foot showroom of furniture. We do have a couple open spots right now because unlike other stores, we do tend to sell off the floor if a customer is interested in something.
You just go right off.
So that way, if you come in and you're like, I love this set, I want this exactly how it is. If you want to take it with you, we make it happen.
Wow.
So
okay.
That's something really cool and different about Swiss Valley Furniture. And then we will have an open spot on the floor for a little while, but we work really closely with a lot of builders. And they're really good about getting us new stuff quickly.
So even this table right here was made here? Or
yes,
made...
and this table is special because this is actually Ohio reclaimed barnwood. So what happened is somebody tore down an old barn, and our builders went out and sourced the lumber from the barn, reclaimed it, and now it's a piece of history. So these are always really great pieces. Anything that's reclaimed is straight from Ohio, and it was previously used for, a barn or wood shop or whatever. So we do a lot of things like that. Other than that, all of our lumber is locally sourced. So everything is from here, built here by people who were raised here. So it's really nice and is made to last a lifetime.
Right.
So this is our bedroom showroom. We have quite a few rows of just different designs and things. We have all different kinds of woods and stains available. We have a little section here with just all different kinds of stain samples and things that you can choose from to design your own piece. So if you like a piece of furniture that you see in our store, but you want it in a different wood or stain, you can come to our little stain sample center and pick out whatever you want, because everybody likes something different. So we have lights and darks, and just pretty much all different options for rough sawn, circular sawn, any kind of different distressing you would like on your furniture. This is our builders. So these are the guys that make this place happen. We work with over 100 local Amish builders, and our staff is trained really well to know if you come in and you want a jelly cabinet, we know to go to this builder or this builder and pull out options so that you can see more than just what we have on the floor. If you come over this way, we will continue through our bedroom furniture and head into our expanded showroom, which is where we have occasional tables, odds and ends things. We have a lot of small furniture, like a lot of people like to buy doll furniture and stuff for around the holidays. So that's one thing that we offer here in this room. There's just a whole lot to look at.
How big did you say this place was?
The showroom itself is 24,000 square feet.
Okay.
And it's been around for about 20 years or so. The original owners are no longer working here. They did sell it to their good friends, and actually their accountant, business advisor. So we now have it, and the whole staff is really, really passionate about furniture. So everyone is really knowledgeable and keeps a good eye on things. And one really solid fact about Swiss Valley is we don't work on commission. So all of our salespeople are here to help you buy something you want, which is great because we're not just trying to push things down your throat.
So the sales floor is just an hourly type of rate?
Yeah,
like base pay.
So
if
you come in and you don't have a whole lot of money, or you're not looking to buy a whole bedroom set, you're gonna get the same customer service that you would get if you were Donald Trump walking in.
Yeah.
So, we treat everyone like family. We want everyone to be satisfied with their product and everything. So it's just a really cool, chill family environment here. So the expanded showroom is kind of like, just like I said, odds and ends and things. But upstairs we have our cribs, which we are very well known for, and our dining furniture, which is also great. This is our clearance room. We also have customer orders, so any customer who's bought furniture is also out in this room, but this is just extra stuff. Sometimes someone will order something and it doesn't come in quite the way they imagined it, because we do custom furniture. So if someone comes in with an idea, we turn it into the real thing.
Okay.
And sometimes it doesn't end up being exactly what they want, and then it comes here and then someone else can fall in love with it. So this is our little clearance area. You can get bedroom furniture in here, cribs, we have chairs, I mean, just odds and ends. But it's a really great little spot if you're on a budget or
Right.
just want a good deal.
Now, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 4 years, shortly, like right into COVID.
We got to order a couple chairs.
Oh, yeah, somebody wants to order some chairs.
Oh, yes, let me grab someone for you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can do your thing.
Okay, oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
okay,
no.
Great.
Oh, no, yeah, you're in the middle of your work day.
Nope.
They're in the middle of their business day. If they have a customer, I'm going to step out of the way. This is pretty cool stuff, though.
Few moments later.
Another thing is we just recently started carrying our upholstery. So like I said, this is from Wisconsin, but it's great quality. All the fabrics are treated. There is a warranty on all the furniture, and all the frames are solid brown maple. So when you spend $1,000 on a Wayfair couch like I did recently,
Oh, wow.
and tear it open, you're gonna find particle board and just absolute junk. And it's so hard to find good quality sofas and love seats and recliners and everything these days that we did so much researching before carrying this furniture that we finally found a company that was up to our standard. And they're incredible. We've had no issues so far, and I actually have one of their chairs at my house and I love it. So it definitely is, you cannot even compare it to my $1,000 Wayfair couch that fell apart after a week. So it is nice to spend just about the same amount of money and get lifetime quality and heirloom quality that you can hand down to your children. We also have office furniture desks. These are some of our more unique designs over here. We do have other options on the floor that are like the more Amish style furniture, roll top desks and things like that.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What sets it apart from Amish style to regular style?
So a lot of people, when they think Amish furniture, they're thinking like the Queen Anne style leg or the honey oak or, mission or traditional style furniture. A lot of our builders now are doing different things. Amish furniture has come so far. So we have evolved and been able to create new styles. This is what we call authentic distressing on one of our desks. And it's a really cool, this is all done by hand. So we
all
have
of the distress?
Yes, we have one guy that we send all of our furniture to do our distressing. And he does a phenomenal job. We've been using him for years and years and years. So what we do is we build the furniture, then we send it to him and he distresses it, and then we send it to the finish shop and they finish it. So that's a really cool process that we have too. And we've, like I said, always used the same guy. He does amazing. This is another design. This is actually a design that was a Wayfair original, and we tweaked it a little bit, made it a little different, made it our own. And it's just very different. It's kind of nautical, and this would be great for like a kid's room or little office. This is our children's furniture. So like I said, we offer cribs. They do all convert into a full size and a toddler size bed, so the furniture does grow with your child.
So that'll actually come apart right
Yes,
here.
so this
cool.
comes apart. Basically what it happens is when it goes to the toddler bed, this comes off and you get a rail that goes across the bottom.
Yeah.
And then this will lower down, so it's like a bed, like a little bed that they would
So
slip
that acts as
into.
like the frame. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then whenever it's a full bed, these sides come off and you get side rails. So this would be your footboard and this would be your headboard. And these are all, so cribs you can't technically customize because the designs are insured. They have to be, so they can't be changed as far as like height or anything, but you can still order them in whatever wood, whatever color you want. And we have tons of options available. So our baby furniture, though it can't be fully customized like everything else, it can still be made to suit your home. Another great, our rocker gliders, we have used the same glider guy for as long as we've been in business.
What is a glider? Like, is
So
that
this
just a
is
rocking
like
chair?
like a rocking chair, but instead it kind of glides. Well, I guess Yeah, we just call them rocker gliders.
Oh, but
and then some of them, this one doesn't, but some of them
also you're saying like down here on the bottom it glides through. Is that, see, I've always just called them rocking chairs. So
Yeah.
basically you just, I mean, like I'm coming in as a noob.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that's a whole thing, huh? Like glider rocker.
Yeah, so like when you have like a standard rocker, you'd be looking like from what I, would be something like this that has a base that's just solid and just kind of,
it just goes back and forth.
Does that. And then our rocker gliders have more of like a gliding mechanism for a smoother ride, I guess. And then they also, a lot of them swivel as well. So this is really nice. I wish I had this when my kids were little because they're phenomenal. Which is why we put them with our nursery sets, because a lot of new moms come in and this is something they're looking for when they're looking for bedroom furniture for their kids. So it's a great thing to have. And then this is more of like traditional Amish furniture, another option of that. This is one of the rooms that I would have to say I am most proud of as far as Swiss Valley goes. A couple years ago, this floor was green. This wall was green. It's come a long way from where it was whenever I started here. We recently redid the whole floor in here and then had the walls painted and everything. And our employees spent a lot of time moving all of this furniture out and all of it back in and pulling up carpet. I will never pull up a carpet again as long as I live, thanks to this room. But it was a great experience, and we all carry a lot of pride because we got to be a part of renovating it.
I'm John.
Nice to meet you.
Hope you don't mind being on video, or if you don't, I can cut you out. It's fine. How's it going?
This is Mindy, so this is actually the owner of Swiss
Oh,
Valley.
okay. I actually went down a rabbit hole before I came out here, and I found your guys' YouTube channel. Like it was like an older one. Looks like hasn't been updated in a while.
No.
You're in a lot of the videos. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Yep, so Mindy is the mastermind behind Swiss Valley for now, and she's the one who she's our fearless leader.
Yeah.
Mindy actually designs a lot of the furniture that we have on the floor.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to see a couple of Mindy's tables that she's done, she does a great job. And
Well, thank you guys for talking to me. And
we have a couple designs that this one actually Mindy designed this table and chair. Well, not the chairs, the table and the bench. It's called the Annabelle, and it was actually featured in the 2024 furniture show, which is a big show that the Amish builders get together every year and show off their best-selling or
they do it here, like locally.
yeah, it's at Mount Hope. So it's a furniture show every year at Mount Hope, and they show off their products that they're most excited about or that they see being a great seller. So she actually designed this table and it made it into the show, which was really cool. This is another Mindy design. That one is called the Arbor.
The Arbor?
The Arbor.
Where's the name come from?
So basically what happens is Mindy designs the table and she lets me name them. Well,
for
kind
real?
of all of us as like a collective group will like throw out names, but a lot of times I'm like, Mindy, let's call it this. And she's like, okay, whatever.
So there's like, there's no the Arbor, like it's just you guys come up with it off the top.
Sometimes they do have, meaning, or we'll go off of like, my kind of thing was when I looked at the design, I thought, oh, the Arbor seems like a fitting name for that. Same way with this. I was like, this is a really like feminine design. I feel like this would be a good Annabelle table. A lot of our chairs too, our chair builders named the chairs after people. So like a lot of the chairs are like Brady chairs or Logan chairs or that, which is kind of cool because then a customer will come in and be like, oh, that chair's named after me. So
yeah,
that's a fun experience.
That is probably like the most unique thing I've ever heard as far as because I thought it's just coming off someone's idea or family significance or something. That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit because I've seen in stores with certain names and I never thought to ask. I just thought, oh, that's got to be called the Annabelle for a specific reason, but really it was just somewhere somebody had it related to them and
Yeah.
That's how it became.
Yeah, so we actually have a bedroom suite downstairs that's called the Evelyn, and it's one of our newer collections. It's actually a redesign from one of our old collections, and that one is named after the owner's grandma. So that is cool when we can kind of carry the names into different designs and things like that. So.
Huh.
Yeah, so
I would have never have thought, I think when you hear like A-shape or A-frame homes, obviously they have a significant reason on why they're called A-frame homes.
Right.
I just would have assumed they call it this for that, that design structure or something.
Yeah. Yep, and that's how a lot of things are. I mean, generally for the most part, our builders name everything, and then when it comes here, sometimes we'll change the name. And have it be something that either more fits the store or we think better fits the piece. So the builder will call it one thing, we'll call it another. But it's kind of fun because then we get to use, creativity and be like, oh, let's call it this. So that's there's a lot of really great things about working here that we get to, like tables will come in and we'll get to pick, this wood and stain and then the other wood and stain on the base. So when Mindy comes up with, she's like, okay, I want this table on the floor. What color do you guys think we should have it? What woods do you think we should have it in? What do you think would sell more? What's a new stain that's out? So we get to use, our creative freedom to kind of design that piece ourselves. And that's really fun because then you get to see it come in and it's like, oh, wow, like we did a great job. Sometimes we don't. There have been plenty of times when we've been like, oh, that could have been better, but it's fun getting to kind of pick and choose and everything. It's called the Willow Pedestal. It's a really cool, just chunky design that she did, and it's featured in white oak with a bear stain, which is really popular right now. A lot of people are going after the light colors. So this is just a stunning piece that she did.
If my mother-in-law were still around, I feel like she would have loved this in general. Yeah, kind of feels like her aesthetic.
Yeah, I would 100% have this set in my home for sure. So it turned out really well. But our builders are really great. So one cool thing about our tables, we used to have it up on the wall here, but we don't have it anymore. But we have a design kind of pamphlet that shows what we do, how we design our tables. Basically, when a customer comes in, they tell us what width and length they want the table to start at, how many leaves, if they want leaves in the table. They get to pick the tabletop shape, the edge of the tabletop, which would be like right here if you want it more round or if you want it beveled, or there's tons of different options. And then you pick your wood and your stain and your base, and this has nowhere near the amount of bases that we actually have on the floor. So it's really fun when a customer comes in for tables, because that's something that they kind of build from the ground up, and very rarely are any two alike. Like if they come in and actually design and pick out this leg and this top and this wood and things like that, it's really cool to see what people come up with.
And when you said leaves, what do you mean by that?
So leaves they go in the center of the table. Let me see what would be.
Like it's in the wood?
So it's an extra piece of wood. I'll show you. We'll go over to this table down here. So if your table starts at 42 by 60, but you sometimes want a larger table, like a 42 by 72, then you would want an extra leaf to put in during family gatherings and stuff. So what you would do is just gonna pull this whole guy apart here.
I get the feeling when my wife watches this video, she's going to be like, you're asking some really basic questions. But
well, some people don't know. Some people don't even know.
That's what I'm hoping for, is my guy audience just doesn't know like me, something like that.
And when you look at the table, you can't tell like there's anything in there. But in reality, this table has...
So it's the extension.
Inside. Yes.
Okay.
So it's this piece here. And then these actually store inside the table. So they go sideways and just lay down flat inside the table. So that's really cool, because then you don't have to stick them in a closet or anything when you're not using them.
And that's called leaves?
Yep. those are called leaves.
Okay.
And you can get them in 12-inch or 18-inch. That way, if you need like an exact size, that's another thing that our builders can customize too. We've had people get smaller, larger leaves to make sure that it's going to fit their space and work for what they need it for. So they actually do that on benches now as well. So if you have a table that extends, you can get a bench that extends too. So that's a really, really convenient thing that a lot of people like, especially if they have kids, lots of kids around the table and things like that. This is one of our extended benches here. So you can kind of see the leaves in these a little bit better, but basically these just, well, they're a little harder to pull apart with one person, but if someone stands on each edge and pulls them out, then these leaves just kind of store in this little caddy here.
Yeah.
And it can get longer or shorter with your table, depending on how many people you have.
Oh, that is impressive. You can have a whole family and more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we've had customers who order tables with 10 leaves. So
that's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. But you know, down here, there's a lot of people with really large families, and
don't I know it now? Yeah.
So especially down in like Amish country and stuff. So a lot of people come in and they want a really large table, and you know, so we can do that for them, which is awesome. We can also do really small tables. We do like counter height like this. So you can also get hub height, which is even a little higher there. Any of our chairs can be made in the counter or the pub height. So you can pick whatever chair you want and put it with whatever table. So there's just endless options to the customizing and what you can do.
Are you aiming for locals, tourists, both, anybody? Is there a certain demographic that you guys cater to the most?
So we definitely want local people to know about us. We love our local shoppers and would love for people to come in and see that we're more than just poly furniture. But we also work with people, I mean, we've had orders from California, we've had people who are in Florida. We actually deal with a lot of people in Florida, a lot of Pennsylvania, a lot of West Virginia, some Michigan. So we deal with people all over the world.
Do you do online sales as well then, or just is it more?
Kind of. So you can go on our website and get quotes, and then we can have you order like over the phone, and then we can ship it anywhere you want in the United States. So yeah, you can't go in and like add to cart and you know, you have to eventually call in or send a check or, you know, deal with one of us. We're such a pain to deal with sometimes, but yeah, but we do, you know, and that just helps. So we make sure we're getting everything exactly correct, everything the way that you want it, because there's so much that goes into custom furniture. So yeah, that's another thing. We are looking, you know, we're trying to expand our website as much as possible, because with working with 100 different builders, it's hard to put every occasional table and every single option for the dining room tables, because they're so build your own, you know. We just offer so many products that it's hard to have everything on our website, but we do have quite a bit on there, and we do work really hard to try to keep adding things as we add them to the store. The original guy, he started building it out of his, you know, garage, and then it ended up going to a store, and then it ended up, you know, being passed down in their family. And the last guys who owned it were two brothers, and they had it for a very long time. They were phenomenal people. They were super kind. Everybody enjoyed working with them. And like I said, they just kind of got burnt out and decided to go a different direction, and so they sold the business to their friends, and we've had it for, well, not me personally, but Mindy and Dave have had it for 4 years, and they have been through a lot. COVID was very difficult for the store. We were extremely busy, which is crazy. It was a good problem.
During COVID?
Yes, it was a very good problem to have, but it was very taxing. It was very busy.
But, you know, there were good things and bad things about it. So.
I guess people were stuck in their homes, so might as well have some furniture to,
Yes.
to enjoy while they're there. Yeah.
Yeah, and with the stimulus checks and everything,
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh, well, let's buy furniture." So it was great for business. It was hard for employees,
Yeah.
and for the owners and things like that. But we got through it, and we have a fabulous team now. Everybody gets along like family,
And how many team members?
We have, not including Mindy, we have 4. So we have Denise,
4.
myself.
This whole thing is
Yes.
ran by 4 people.
Yes. We have Denise, myself, Rick, and then Mark. And we have a part-time, one of our builders is actually working here part-time too. So we all try really hard to be and do the very best that we can so that we can not have to have 100 people running around that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
So-
a bunch of showroom floor people
Yes.
kind of standing around in a sense, like,
Yeah.
and fighting for, and plus you said you're not commission based, so,
Correct.
you
Yeah.
don't have a bunch of guys that are fighting for a
Fighting
sale.
Yeah, and that really, I really do think that the dynamic that we have here is really good because we don't have that, frustration when someone places a $10,000 order and then one of us is just selling a $300 whatever.
Right.
So that's really nice. We all get together really well. We work like a family. We work like a team. When someone's struggling with something, we help them out. We always go to each other. We are all so different in so many ways, especially the furniture that we love. I personally am an elm person. Denise is more quarter sawn oak. Mindy and Rick are more walnut. So when we are trying to come up with ideas for anything, we always go to each other because we're all so different that we can find something that works. So that's really nice too.
Yeah.
But hey,
Awesome.
Rick, do you have anything that you would like to say about Swiss Valley Furniture, or anything you'd like people to know that they may not already know?
It's your time to shine.
I think the biggest thing that people don't know or understand about Amish furniture, and specifically what we craft here, is that this is an heirloom piece. And what that means is it's going to last generations. It doesn't matter if you ding it or anything, it's repairable, it's wood, it's natural, it's fixable. It'll stand the test of time. So when you come in and design your own piece and you really put the care into it, we also put that care, we put the quality into it. We want to ensure that you can have this piece for your kids and for their kids. When you're buying this shaker table, yes, you're buying a table for your living room, but it's more than that. It's a talking piece. It's a centerpiece. It's an engagement. It's an opportunity for more. And so that's what I think the biggest thing that I want people to take away and understand about Amish furniture is the quality that goes into it and the amount of time that goes into making a piece that will stand the test of time.
Awesome. How long you been working here?
About 8 months, 6 to 8 months.
Are you the newest of the new?
I am the newest of the new.
We recruited him. We kind of stole him from his other job. He used to come in here and solicit.
I did.
Okay.
They stole me. I was a Florida man. I was born and raised in Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay.
I had some career opportunities that I pursued in Ohio. Unfortunately, those reasons didn't work out, but that's all right. I was able to find Swiss Valley Furniture and the wonderful place that it is today, and I'm really blessed for this opportunity.
Yeah, and you're from Florida.
I am.
I lived in
Born and
Tampa
raised.
for a while.
No way.
So how are you enjoying snow?
Up in Cleveland.
Oh.
And so, a funny story, the first time that I ever,
Wait, you come from Cleveland here?
I live in Akron, just north of Akron.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty far away.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you're driving from Cleveland, that's 2 hours.
It's a bit of a drive.
But Akron's still a haul. That's still a haul. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
crazy. The first time that I ever came here, to like the Cleveland area, technically it was Indianapolis actually, but the first time I ever came to the north from Florida, I was driving my car on the interstate for like 20 hours. And I pull off the interstate, and it's like the middle of winter, and I'm coming from Florida, and I called my buddy because there was glass all over the road. I was like, what is going on? Like, I thought a truck, like a glass truck with bottles, and they must have like crashed all over the road because it looked like there was glass all the road. So I call my friend and I'm like, hey, I don't know how I'm gonna get to your place. And I FaceTime him and he goes, show me the road, Rick. And so I show him the road and he goes, Rick, you're an idiot. That's salt.
That's salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no clue that there were these kinds of things that happen up here. They never showed salting the roads in movies. They never showed that. And so when I came up here, that was
Because
my first
it's too
experience.
dirty, you know, like you don't show your pants covered in salt.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
And so
too.
they don't show that, and so I had no clue. So that's how my journey up here into Swiss Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you talk about
What did you say your name was again?
My name is Rick.
Rick. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Did you talk about the options for customability and all that already? Yeah.
She's been covering a lot.
She's been-
She might be taking she might need to take on a content role here.
I think she should.
I think you guys need to do in-house content because I saw the YouTube channel, but it hasn't been updated for a while.
Yeah, pretty much since, well, I guess Mindy did have a few videos.
She had some videos because I
Yeah.
recognized her face in some, but that was like 3-4 years ago, maybe
Okay.
is what I think the timeline said.
Yeah.
But then there was some other guys, might have been the original owners, I'm not
Yeah,
too sure, but they
probably.
were kind of starting it off. And then it just kind of drifted into some other people, but it's been like a good 3-4 years since
Yeah.
that page has been updated. I started following you guys on Instagram, which I'll put in a link in the description of this video
Okay.
to your Facebook, your Instagram. And if you guys do start producing, if you're able to get into that YouTube channel, I will sub. I will
Okay,
sub.
cool.
You got like 600 subscribers.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is, I mean, that's good for a channel that hasn't been updated for a while.
All right, okay.
Thank you for everyone supporting this channel. Remember
Yeah.
to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Like,
yes, yes.
comment, subscribe,
yeah,
for sure.
the day off. Make sure you guys, if you have YouTube accounts, the day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the
Yep.
day off. It's a hobby channel. Like I'm taking no money for this.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not Mr. Beast.
No.
We're not making millions here.
Not
If
yet.
you were
Not
Mr.
yet.
Beast, I could probably leave work early today.
I think if Mr. Beast showed up here, he would probably buy your whole thing and just give it to people.
That
Like,
is one interesting thing. I've always said this. I feel like so many like people like Mr. Beast and other YouTubers who have so much money and things tend to buy furniture that's expensive, very expensive, but very low quality.
yeah.
If people knew, like people like Mr. Beast, like celebrities, like whatever, you know, knew how much more their money would be worth if they put it into this kind of furniture. Like I can't even.
I mean, our furniture is really priced at an approachable price point. We cater to individuals of course, all finances, but we really want individuals who may not have the opportunity to purchase that premium higher-end furniture. Ultimately, we do offer that at a very approachable price point. And I think, again, a lot of people don't necessarily understand that. They don't know that you can design a fully custom table, design the edges, design the length, the width, the height. We've priced out some tables for under $1,000.
Yeah.
And it'll last, as I said, generations.
Generations, absolutely. You would hand it down to your kids, to their kids. I mean, this stuff lasts forever. And if more people knew about that, I feel like IKEA would be out of business.
Right.
So yeah, that's another, when you said Mr. Beast, that's something that I just instantly thought of, because I was always like, Rick, do you understand like how booming our business would be if like YouTubers and things like that, like social media people and, you know, people who have just.
Well, that's why it's your goal to be this place's content person. You guys all have to start doing vlogs. I'm not a TikTok guy, but if you want to do TikToks,
yeah.
you're more than welcome. I'm not much of a dancey type for
Oh,
TikTok,
yeah, no.
but
Rick can dance.
but I'm well, there you go. I think if you guys started doing your own content, it would you could definitely bring in. You could be your own influencer.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I don't even know, because when talking about our quality, I said this before, I don't know what we could do to make it a higher quality. I mean, the wood.
You guys are maxed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The wood is from here. It's processed here.
She was saying even some of that stuff was like recycled wood.
So
Yeah.
reclaimed, yeah.
Reclaimed, that's the word.
And the other thing, as opposed to plastics or metals, wood is a renewable resource. It is sustainable. It's not, you cut a tree down and it grows back in 40 years. So unlike with other materials, especially plastic, that are harming the environment, this is renewable. This is tree. It's coming from nature and it's going into your home.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. There is one other thing that I wanted to show you, and I would like to let Rick do it. Would you show him the Murphy bed?
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be another example of how far furniture has come as far as Amish furniture, because Amish furniture a lot of people think of as very traditional and things, but they have evolved and they have come up with some really cool options to make things more versatile. So you can turn a small space into a good place, I guess.
Small space to a good place.
Yeah, exactly.
Now when you become an influencer, you can put that on a t-shirt and then you'll have official merch.
There we go.
There you go.
So what we're going to show you is something that's really cool. It's really new to our store, and it's really awesome. So this is our buffet. Looks super plain, and you may ask why it's in the bedroom area of our store.
Yeah.
And that's what Rick's going to show you.
So this is one of my personal favorite products and pieces that we sell, because I'll try to speak up. As Lindsay said.
Yeah, I know you got the voice thing going. I appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
So this is one of my favorite pieces because it does look like a buffet or a dresser that's in a room, but you open it up and it's a bed.
No way.
There's a full-size bed, and this is a queen-size bed.
Queen.
One of the biggest reasons and one of my biggest selling points of this piece is a lot of times people have guest rooms and they have a queen-size bed already in that guest room and it's just taking up space. With this bed though, of course it's compact, but it pulls out and it's a full, it's a mattress. It's not one of those spring-loaded futons that you get at a hotel. I mean, you can sit on it and feel it.
I was going to say I'm a big guy here. So we're going to do the demo here. That keeps me sturdy. I don't want to put my shoes on it.
Oh.
No, it's quite all right. And also, most people, when they sleep on it, they would actually flip their head to be there.
To be on this side.
Yeah, and you could put a TV on top, and that way when your head is at the bottom, you can actually look at the TV and observe it.
You can close this down and kind of...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The nice thing about this little piece is it's very, it's not that thick. So, it's not that wide. So you have this whole area back here. You could use this in an office and put printers up here. You could put decor up here. You could put a TV. I always thought it would be cool for like a movie room or something to put like a little popcorn maker and like all kinds of like accessories and stuff. But yeah, it's just a really versatile piece that has endless opportunities.
Along with being a bigger guy, I'm also a frequent roller, so it could take a lot of a beating, right? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do roll a lot in my sleep.
I do too. Yeah. But we have
It feels
people
very
come in
sturdy, and the mattress is comfortable.
Yeah.
What is my biggest selling point is you're literally buying square footage for your home.
Right.
You take away that queen bed. You take this, fold it up. And now you have so much more room for activities.
And then when you close this down, it just looks like a piece of furniture. Like it's just, and you can get this in any wood and any stain. It also comes with a drawer down here. You can order it with a drawer, so that way you can put the bedding in it. So you don't have to worry about storing pillows and blankets and everything in there. You can just put it all in one piece, and it's great.
And is this something that is custom to you guys only?
No, so this you probably can get at other places. I'm not sure where around here if you can, but this is very new to us. So this is something that was at our Amish furniture show, and we picked it up because it was just so cool. Like when he did the little demo for us, we were like, wow, that is awesome, and it's a great space saver, and it's done really well for us. A lot of people come in and just think like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we needed. Especially a lot of people come in looking for Murphy beds, like the bed that kind of stores in the wall.
Falls out, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? Those, you're going to drill holes in your walls. You're going to never be able to move that thing. I mean, try this. Like, check this out. And we've had so many people be like, yeah, why didn't we think of that? So,
well, when we were upstairs and you said Murphy bed, my vision in my head was the fall out of a wardrobe, fall out of a closet type of thing. So that's why when you said we're going to go look at the Murphy bed, I was like, Okay. I mean, I was like, oh, I was going to see how you guys had it mounted. You know, that's what I was wondering in my head. But then you pull this out.
Well, when I was telling you, I was like, if I say buffet bed, his head might explode. So, because that's what we really call it, is like it's a buffet bed, because when it's closed up, it looks like a buffet, but when it's pulled out, it looks like a bed. But if you just mention buffet bed in natural conversation, people are like, the what?
Right.
So our very best to try to make things affordable for people. One other great thing about us that some people don't think is great until they understand, we don't really have sales. And the reason we don't have sales is because we keep our price point as low as possible all the time, instead of marking stuff up to mark it back down. Because generally that's just what happens when people have sales, is things are marked up. Or we do have our clearance room, which whenever we put stuff in our clearance room, you're basically getting it for what we paid for it, because it's stuff that we want to move, and we want to someone to find and love. But as far as like our furniture on the floor and everything, we just don't really do a whole lot of sales, because
You don't need to.
Yeah, we want our furniture to be affordable all the time, not just when it's Memorial Day or Labor Day or President's Day or whatever.
Like those
whenever other
TV
people
commercials
have
that say
sales.
President's Day sale,
Yes.
3-day only or extended, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Exactly. So we, as much as it's great when you pass a store and see sale signs and everything, like that's great. But whenever you come in here, it's basically a sale every day, because we keep our furniture where it needs to be, so that you can afford it and so that we can put food on the table. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a really good, solid business. Everyone's really honest. We're here to help you. We want you to get what you want. We're not just trying to line our pockets or anything. So
Yeah.
it's a cool place to work, because everybody's really chill, really black and white. I mean, we all get along really well. We all
Yeah.
get along with our customers really well. We have customers.
Well, you're not fighting for those commissions.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing.
Right.
Like if you, I mean, like, I think like sales commissions, people are always trying to, undercut the next person to get that pocket.
Yeah.
full.
And
Yeah.
it's, the same thing with, someone could be like, oh, I really like this. And I could be like, oh, well, if you're going to do that to it, we're going to add $1,000 to the price. And you wouldn't know any different. But that's just not how it works here. We want people to get the best deal possible. So I would tell somebody, hey, if you like this, but you need it a little bit less expensive, why don't we not paint it, go with a different wood, and that'll take this much off the price so that we can get it to where you need it to be. So we work with people's budgets, and we work with, we know life's tough and things are expensive right now, so we do the best we can to help everyone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking me around today.
Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in. We appreciate you coming in and looking around and hanging out with us for the afternoon.
I just enjoy doing, local businesses, and
Yeah.
especially out here. And, this is my home now, so it's fun to come around and
Yeah.
just enjoy making fun hobby content. And
Exploring new places. And
that's another thing too. Go places I've never been, and I
Yeah.
always pass this place. I
Yeah.
mean, my work is right up the road. I don't. Some of my subscribers know where I work, but they've been
Okay.
nice enough to not come bother me at work. Privacy is a big thing, but
Yeah,
a lot of
of
the people
course.
that watch my channel don't. I try not to put it out there too much.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to just stop on by whenever they feel like.
Hey, can I get your autograph?
No, it's nothing like that. No, I'm not that big. No, we're a small group of 9,000, but
Yeah.
that's still a wonderful group of people. But I
Right.
always pass this place every day, and when you reached out to me, I was like, yeah, I'm there. We're going to
right.
make it happen. It took a little longer than I was hoping for,
Oh,
but
okay.
at least we're in the middle of the summer.
Yeah. Great time, and I'm glad that you were able to stop in and check us out, and hopefully some more people will want to.
All right. This is Lindsay. Come see her, Swiss Valley Furniture, and Rick. He's back there somewhere helping some other people now, it sounds like.
Hopefully he'll have his voice next time.
Yeah, I do feel bad about that because I kind of put him on the spot there, and you kind of helped out with that too upstairs. You're like, hey,
Rick's a
come on
talker.
over.
Yeah, he's a talker, so most of the time you'll be able to hear him across the building, but he was at a Guardians game last night, so he's a little...
Oh, okay. So he's watching a little baseball, and these guys are coming from further. We're all like, I work 45 minutes. I live 45 minutes from where I work. She's about 45 minutes from where she's working here. He's almost in Cleveland. You guys, that means you got to come out here, check out the store, buy some furniture, enjoy Amish country tourism, and we will catch you on the next one.